Hi and welcome to this Nunchaku-do tutorial for basic handling with the Nunchaku. I'm Dominic, I teach Nunchaku-do in the Netherlands on a whole system, martial art fighting system based around fighting with the Nunchaku. Here in the Netherlands the Nunchakus of wood or steel are forbidden, but we are allowed to train with these foam training Nunchakus. Easier to train with, less likely to hurt yourself, because you can still hurt yourself with these, of course, but that's why we use these foam nunchakus. So I'm going to teach you something basic about how to handle the nunchaku. We always grip it in the black part of the nunchaku. It's divided in two colors, and black is for catching during normal techniques, while yellow is for the so-called freestyle techniques. So to start with your nunchaku training, it's the best that you know how to grab your nunchaku. I'm going to stand a little bit lower. For this exercise, you're going to hold the nunchaku like this. You're going to drop the lowest one, then you're going to push and pull, and gravity will do the rest, and the nunchaku hopefully will fall in your hands. Now your left hand is up, right hand is down, and you drop it, push and pull. That's your basic gripping technique. So what you don't want to do is throw it like this. Instinct will be to throw the lowest one, but you just let it go, push and pull. And as you can see, it's something you do with a pen as well. It's not really pointing down, it's a small flick that you make, like you're cooking. So 1 and 2. As you can see, if you do it synchronized, then it will come to you easy. So this thing is called gripping, and it's just to make you comfortable with gripping the nunchaku consistently. So in the beginning it's gonna get very slow, you might gonna miss it sometimes, but the more advanced you get, the quicker you're gonna do this. So during training we do this like standing up, kneeling down, standing back up again, even laying on our backs. Always be able to catch the nunchaku, because if you misgrip, this is when you are open. So always you want to be sure that you can secure your own nunchaku. Now for your first strike, this is a strike that most people know around the world, but executed a little bit differently. So we have the upward strike. So the upward strike is a strike going upward like this. So you would be able to hit someone on his chin. Downward strike are like hitting on someone's head. Sideward strike, hitting from the side. And forward strikes, hitting from the front. That's basically all the strikes. You have some variation strikes and variation patterns in that, but that's for another video. For this video I'm gonna focus on a few basic strikes. Now, the first strike is the first upward strike in our Nunchaku-do system. What you're gonna do is you're gonna hold it in your right hand. Your left hand is gonna cross your belly like this, and then you're gonna fling it over your right shoulder, and then it should end up somewhere down here. From the front, hold it in your right hand, switch your left hand in front of your belly or your belt, then you're gonna flick it over. Now you're gonna let go the upper one, go to the other side of your body. Now your other hand goes in front of your belly, and you're gonna throw it over your shoulder. If you do this after each other, it looks like this. Now I said there's a difference between you see on the internet and what I am doing. The biggest difference is that those are always very small and grabbed in the yellow part, as you can see. So this is a very easy technique. You're keeping it very close to yourself, but you can create a little bit of distance if you grab it in the black part and extend yourself completely. As you can see, I'm covering much more distance, so I can actually make a strike out of this. Don't hit yourself. Like that. Now, this is your first upward strike. If we reverse this, we have our first downward strike. So the position is the same, but just a few seconds ago, we let go the top nunchaku. Now we let go the bottom nunchaku. Our other hand goes up here, then you make a strike downward, and it's gonna get somewhere here, somewhere in this range over here. So from this position, you get in there doing that first upward strike. You're gonna let go the lower one, put your hand up somewhere here, and then I'm gonna strike into your hand. In the beginning, it's fine to catch it just in the yellow part. Try to catch it at all. It's easier if you look into the mirror, but in the end, you want to catch it in the black part, because that's where you can cover a lot of distance. Okay, so this is the first downward strike. Same on the other side. Let go of the lower nunchaku, put your hand up 90 degrees, and the nunchaku will get somewhere in this area, and strike in your armpit, and it will get up there somewhere. Fix yourself that you have the lowest part of the nunchaku in your hand, and then you can go from hand to hand. We stand in shoulder width, so the nunchaku can more easily pass past our legs. If we stand wide, you need to go into a more diagonal strike. If you do that with this thing, then you will hit your head. If you keep hitting your head like this, if I strike in a diagonal direction, the nunchaku is gonna get into a diagonal direction from the back. If I strike in a vertical direction, the nunchaku is gonna go vertical. So if you hit the back of your head, try to make it more vertical instead of diagonal. That's the very basic of these strikes, all the strikes. So the same with the upward strike. If you're going and gonna hit your back, you're most likely to strike it more diagonally than used to. Okay, so to sum up, your first basic training is with gripping. Make sure not to throw it. Make sure to push and pull like you're doing with cooking with a pan, like that. Your first upward strike. Make sure to make big techniques, and your first downward strike. Also with this, make wide techniques. First focus on catching it, then focus on catching it in the black or in the lower part of the nunchaku. Same with this, and you have a big area of striking. Okay, that's it for this first basic handling tutorial. We will do more of these. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. We train in Hilversum, and there's also training location in Amsterdam and Utrecht. My training location is in Hilversum. Send me a message if you want to learn this and you live in the Netherlands. Otherwise, be sure to follow us on Facebook and maybe even Instagram. Maybe even subscribing to learn more about this amazing martial arts. Thank you, and I see you next time.